דקדוק ומסורת המקרא, פרשת משפטים 3, פרק כ"א, פסוק י' אם אחרת ייקח לו שאירה כסותה ועונתה לא יגרע. The simple translation of that is if he marries another woman, he may not diminish her sustenance, clothing, and marital rights. Onata is, in a sense, her marital right for relations. Now, the Ibn Ezra writes an interesting comment on the word onata. What's the source of that? He said, in the middle of a comment on that pasuk, he writes that the word et, b'chisaron anun, in other words, the word et, without the nun in there, like ona or onata, which has a nun, is really the source or the derivative of from this complete writing of that word. So onata and ve'et is really the same thing, but with a chisaron anun. And he says that's similar to the word emet, when emet actually comes from amen. There's a nun that really is inserted after the men, aleph, men, nun, and then they put on tav. When the nun is dropped, it becomes emet instead of amen. Now, when the word et is actually used, for example, in Yehezkel in a different form, when you have et in a form of itech, in Yehezkel tetzayin het, v'hinei itech, there's a dagesh in the tav. Why is there a dagesh in the tav? Because it signifies that there's a letter that's missing. The letter that's missing is their nun. So it really should have been entech, but because we don't say that, the nun is dropped. Therefore, there's dagesh in the tav. And similarly, in amen, in emet, which comes from amen, there's if you use the word amito, which is from the same thing from emet, in other words, it's the truth from emet, there's a dagesh in the tav as well. And lechisaron anun, to indicate that the nun is missing from the word amen. So onata comes from et, or ona is used very commonly, but when et is used and it's conjugated in a different form, there is a dagesh placed in there, like from the pasuk v'hinei itech in Yehezkel.